Hey guys, Folded Legs here. Welcome back to the channel. Before we jump into today's video, do me a quick favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss a new upload. It only takes a second, but it helps us grow and keeps the community strong. Plus, it lets me know you're enjoying the content so I can keep bringing you even more. Alright, let's get started. In a world still limping from the Great War, uneasy peace sits like a blade's edge between the elves and the orcs. The victors live in comfort, cities gleaming, towers humming with light, while the defeated are left in the mud and smoke of forgotten borders. Karg, once a warlord, now lives as a ghost among the ruins, an exile, a criminal, and a man trying to remember what honor used to mean. When his path crosses with 3 forbidden sisters, survivors bound by secrets, the world has outlawed. The fragile balance between guilt and survival begins to shift. This isn't a story about heroes. It's about what's left of people when the war ends, but the hunger doesn't. The world thinks peace has been won. Karg knows better, and I can't lie, this one means a lot to me. I've been building this world for months, quietly, piece by piece between anime reviews and real-life chaos. It's strange how you can spend so long analyzing other people's stories until one day you realize your own's been waiting in the dark, too stubborn to stay quiet. This story isn't perfect, neither am I, but it's real. It's the kind of story that makes your chest hurt and your brain light up at the same time. The kind that feels alive. I'll be releasing a new chapter every other week. That might sound slow, but between the writing, the art, and the video production, trust me, it's the only way I'll stay sane. Each drop will come with its own visual style, its own tone, some dark, some soft, all part of one big world that refuses to die quietly. If you followed me for my anime reviews, this will feel different, more personal, more raw. Think of it like stepping into my mind and watching what happens when imagination and exhaustion shake hands. So yeah, I'm excited. Nervous too, but in the best way. There's something wild about finally letting people see the thing you've been shaping in silence. The characters are ready, the world's waiting, and if you stick around, you'll get to watch it all unfold, one chapter at a time. The war may have ended in my story, but here, it's just beginning. Section 2. I'm not going to lie. I'm terrified to release this project. It's the first time I've ever shared something like this with the world. I've written for years, quietly, just for me, but this feels different. This time, it's real. I told myself a long time ago that if something scares you, you should do it. Well, this is one of those things, and I won't sugarcoat it. It's scary as hell. I've never done anything like this before, and I'm already stretched thin with everything else. But I still decided to add writing an entire short story series into my chaos schedule because this story means too much to ignore. It's raw. It's personal. And if you guys end up enjoying it, seriously, please like the video. And if you really love it, hit subscribe, because that support might just keep me sane long enough to finish this thing. Section 3. You know that feeling when your heart won't sit still? Like it's trying to pack a suitcase and run away before your brain notices? Yeah, that's me every time I think about releasing this thing. It's that weird mix of excitement and straight up terror. Like waiting in line for a roller coaster you built yourself out of duct tape and bad decisions. My chest feels like it's about to explode. My stomach's doing parkour, and my brain's narrating the whole thing like it's a nature documentary on panic. I keep thinking, why does this matter so much? But then I realize it matters because it's mine. Nobody can hide behind jokes or analysis this time. It's just me, my words, my voice, my chaos. And that's horrifying. It's so much easier to talk, about other people's stories than to admit. You're terrified of your own. But the truth is, fear is a weird little liar. It keeps shouting that I'm not ready, but it only ever does that when I actually am. So I'm taking that panic, strapping it to the front of the ride, and letting it scream all the way down. Because if I'm going to crash, it's at least going to be cinematic. Section 4. The funny thing about fear is how it never shuts up. It's like an annoying roommate who eats your confidence and pays rent and self-doubt. Every time I open my script, fear's right there, whispering, hey, maybe just quit while you're behind. But honestly, at this point, I'm used to it. Fear's part of the process. It shows up, I roll my eyes, and we get to work anyway. Because if I waited to feel ready, this story would never leave my head. So now it's just me, caffeine, chaos, and that voice in my head screaming, you're insane for trying this. Maybe I am, but I'd rather be terrified and trying than safe and silent. And look, creating anything while juggling everything else in life feels impossible sometimes. You hit that moment where your body's tired, your brain's fried, and you're still sitting there editing because you believe in something that doesn't even exist yet. That's art. It's delusion with better lighting. And yeah, it hurts. It costs us sleep and sanity, but nothing feels better than finally seeing something you made. Something that used to only exist in your head start to breathe. That's when you realize fear doesn't disappear. You just get louder than it. Section 5. So here we are, standing at the edge of something new, terrified, exhausted, and still doing it anyway. Because fear doesn't get the final word, I do. And the truth is, this voice you're hearing, it wouldn't exist without all of you. Every like, every comment, every person who stuck around when I was still figuring out what the hell I was doing. You built this with me. And yeah, when I say you, I mean you watching this. So when I say thank you guys, I mean all of you. You gave me courage when I had none, and a reason to keep creating when the world felt too heavy to try. This project, this story, it's my way of saying thank you the only way I know how, by giving everything I've got. So yeah, let's make something unforgettable.